On May 29, 2021, what started as a routine late-night patrol in Placentia, California, slowly turned into something far more serious, in a place where nothing usually happens after midnight.
Roll down your window. All right, open your door. Open the door. Don't reach for anything. Open the door now. Why? I'm the police, dude. Open the door now. Unlock it and open it.
That night, around 1:10 a.m., officers noticed a car parked behind one of the vacant buildings, sitting in a way that didn't quite look right. It wasn't moving, and it wasn't a place where someone would normally park at that hour, so they decided to approach and see what was going on.
There you go. There you go. Leave it that way. Leave it. Put it all the way down. Down. Not up. Down. Dude, what the hell's the matter with you? Roll the window down.
What's going on?
Well, what's going on is roll the window down all the way, like I asked you, and then we'll get into that. Other way. Dude, what are you doing? Okay, take your hands away from the ignition. Take your hand off the ignition. After it's on, dude.
As they got closer and attempted to make contact, things changed very quickly.
Put your hands up above your head and stop reaching around the vehicle.
He's reaching right now.
40 the window.
Hey, 40 the window.
40 Mike, 40 Mike, 40 Mike.
He's holding the window. He's reaching the window.
Keep your hands up!
Exit the vehicle, face away from us.
In his hand. Okay. 40 Mike,
K2, you had background tonight.
Now we can see.
K2, the subject was reaching under the seat.
Driver,
His left vehicle,
door,
the window.
face away from us and keep your hands above your head.
He has multiple weapons registered to him.
40 the window again. 40 Mike, 40 Mike, 40 Mike.
Copy.
Call him by his first name.
Matthew, put your hands above your head. Exit the vehicle. Open the driver's door.
40 Mike, 40 Mike! Shots fired.
Everybody good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
The man inside the car, later identified as 33-year-old Matthew Wong, did not respond the way officers expected. Instead of speaking or stepping out, he pulled out a handgun and fired, sending a bullet straight through the windshield of the patrol car. When it was over, Wong had been hit multiple times. Despite the danger, the officers moved in to give medical aid right away, but his injuries were severe. He was transported to a nearby hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. None of the officers were injured, though the damage to the patrol car made it clear how close the situation came to ending very differently. A loaded handgun was recovered at the scene, confirming that Wong was armed when officers approached. In the months that followed, the Orange County District Attorney's Office conducted an independent investigation, reviewing forensic evidence, witness statements, and the condition of the patrol vehicle. In January 2023, the office released its findings, concluding that the officers acted within the law and that the use of deadly force was justified, since Wong fired first and posed an immediate threat. Still, some questions were never fully answered, like why he was parked there that night, what he was thinking at that moment, or what led him to pull a gun during what began as a simple check remains unclear. Public information about his background is limited, and no clear motive was ever established. There was no widely released body camera footage, which left some gaps for the public, but investigators stated that physical evidence supported the officer's account of what happened. According to the report, once the first shot was fired, there was no opportunity for de-escalation. That night ended with officers going home alive, but it also ended with the loss of a life, reminding everyone how thin the line can be between routine and tragedy. On June 3, 2025, what began as a routine shoplifting call in Pueblo, Colorado slowly unfolded into something far more serious for 36-year-old Antonio Herrera. According to police, Herrera had taken items from the store and ran when employees reported it, turning what was a minor theft into a foot chase through the nearby area as officers from the Pueblo Police Department moved in to stop him.
You want to get tased? Drop the gun! Drop the gun now! Drop it!
Drop your gun! Tommy's got a gun. You pull the gun out on me. Drop the gun! Headed south across the grass. Careful, guys. He's got that gun in his hand. Drop your gun! Rated up wheels, calm towards CDA office. Still got a gun in his hand. Drop your gun now! Drop it! Drop it! He's walking now, calm, but we have no cover out here.
At first, it appeared like many other short pursuits officers dealt with, but as Herrera ran through a grassy field behind the businesses, the situation began to change in a way that made everyone involved uneasy. While one officer chased him on foot and others followed in a patrol vehicle, Herrera suddenly pulled out a handgun and held it openly as he continued running, ignoring repeated commands to stop and drop the weapon. As he moved closer to a civilian vehicle that was occupied, officers were forced to consider what might happen next, whether he was trying to escape further or was about to involve someone who had nothing to do with the situation.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it! Don't let him get over there. Davis, you're taking my son away. Drop it! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it!
I'm gonna bust him. He turns.
Drop it! Drop the gun! Closer, closer, closer. Watch the backdrop. Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
You want me to hit him?
He's going to that car!
I'm gonna hit him.
In those few seconds, an officer driving a DICE unit truck, part of the department's directed intervention team, made a decision meant to stop the threat before it reached the public, accelerating toward Herrera and striking him, knocking the gun from his hand. The impact was severe, and despite officers immediately giving medical aid at the scene, Herrera died from his injuries before he could be transported, a result later confirmed by the Pueblo County coroner. Months later, on September 24, 2025, police released dashcam and surveillance footage of the chase and collision, saying it was done to be transparent as questions began to surface about the tactics used that day. A lot of people questioned whether a vehicle should have been used in an open field, suggesting other options might have existed, while others pointed out that Herrera's refusal to drop the gun and his movement toward a civilian car left officers with very little time to react. Police stated that Herrera was a repeat offender, though full details of his past were not made public, and investigators acknowledged that his actions during the chase played a major role in how quickly the situation escalated. What is clear is that once a weapon entered the scene, the risk increased for everyone involved, turning a shoplifting case into a deadly encounter within minutes. As of early 2026, the investigation by the 10th Judicial District Critical Incident Team is still ongoing, with no final ruling yet on whether the officer's actions were fully justified, leaving the community to sit with the uncomfortable reality of how quickly ordinary moments can spiral into irreversible outcomes. On January 17, 2026, a woman named Kelsey Smith was driving on a U.S. highway on what should have been an ordinary winter day when a single decision turned a routine drive into a tragedy. That morning, Smith was traveling at around 70 miles per hour, making harsh maneuvers and overtaking quickly in the fog. As Smith approached a slower vehicle ahead of her, she chose to pull out and overtake, believing she had enough space and time to complete the pass safely. But the moment she crossed into the opposite lane, this happened. Luckily, no one was seriously injured in the crash, and later, the other driver shared on social media that he and his family were okay, although this has not been confirmed through any official medical reports. As of February 2026, there were no public police reports or news articles about the incident, yet the dashcam footage spread quickly online, shared across social media, where it drew intense criticism from viewers. Many people questioned why anyone would attempt to pass at highway speed in such conditions, especially when basic road safety guidance clearly advises slowing down significantly in fog and avoiding overtaking altogether. It was clear to many how close this came to ending far worse, since head-on crashes at that speed often result in serious injury or death, and while the dashcam captured proof of what happened, posting the footage publicly only increased the attention and backlash. As if this wasn't enough, viral claims linked to Smith's own social media posts where she crashed a rental car the very next day, which led some people to question whether this was an isolated mistake or part of a pattern of risky driving.
What? I looked straight out there. There was nobody there. What do you mean you fucking me? I fucking me.
In conditions like that, pushing forward instead of slowing down puts everyone on the road at risk, and sometimes a single decision made in seconds can stay with people for the rest of their lives. On April 2nd, 2025, what began as a normal emergency response slowly turned into a fatal accident on Fern Valley Road in Louisville, Kentucky, a busy stretch surrounded by homes, stores, and steady evening traffic, where the speed limit is posted at just 45 miles per hour.
Unit to 55 Adam on Greenhaven. EMS requesting the police code 3. Trouble with a restrained patient.
I seen that it said the officer was on their way to an emergency call, and I just noticed that the officer never had on any emergency lights.
Louisville Metro Police Officer Alyssa Beagle, then in her third year on the force, was responding to assist an EMS crew who were dealing with a combative patient inside an ambulance on nearby Interstate 65, a type of call that often requires police presence to keep medics safe and the situation under control. But as Beagle accelerated along Fern Valley Road, her cruiser reached nearly 95 miles per hour, and despite the speed, neither her emergency lights nor siren were activated. Also, her body camera was not turned on as she moved through traffic faster than anyone around her would reasonably expect, where this happened. Then, without warning, a black Cadillac driven by 61-year-old Charles Briscoe began to pull out from a side street or residential entrance directly into her path, at a moment when avoiding a collision was no longer possible. The impact was so violent and immediate that it crushed both vehicles, scattering debris across the roadway. Briscoe was pronounced dead at the scene, his life ending in a matter of seconds. Beagle survived the crash but suffered serious injuries, including multiple fractures to her leg, and was taken to the hospital, later telling investigators that she had no memory of the collision itself, recalling only the moments before and then waking up in pain afterward.
The last thing I remember is just being at Shepherdsville, Fern Valley, and then that was it. And then next memory was waking up in the hospital.
Do you recall responding to this run or advising that you had MetroSafe that you were responding?
I can't remember.
You can go ahead and hit play whenever you're ready.
Sorry. I mean, flow, should be clear.
Was that you?
That was me.
Okay. Is there a reason that if you were responding to this emergency incident, why you would not have your lights and siren in continuous operation?
As of right now, like, just because I don't have any memory of that moment, I don't know.
As investigators pieced together what happened, toxicology reports showed that Briscoe had a blood alcohol level of 0.173, more than twice the legal limit, which likely affected his awareness and judgment when entering the roadway. At the same time, scrutiny turned toward Beagle's actions, focusing on her extreme speed, the lack of emergency warnings, and her disciplinary history, which included prior reprimands related to vehicle incidents while on duty. In July 2025, a grand jury declined to indict Beagle on manslaughter charges, citing a combination of factors, including Briscoe's impairment, and no criminal charges were filed against her. She later resigned from the Louisville Metro Police Department in October 2025, while serving a 30-day suspension, with her attorney stating that she expressed deep remorse and planned to leave law enforcement permanently. The case has reopened long-standing concerns about oversight inside the department, how officers are trained, how emergency driving is monitored, and why patrol cars can reach such high speeds on city streets without automatic warnings. His family is left with a loss that can't be repaired, showing how a single decision behind the wheel can change the course of several lives. On January 11, 2026, what began as an ordinary Sunday morning drive on Highway 99 in Fresno, California, slowly turned into a nightmare for dozens of people who had no idea how close they were to danger. That morning, the fog had been lingering across the valley, and although warnings were issued, many drivers continued southbound between North and Cedar Avenues at normal highway speeds, including families heading to church and people simply trying to get through their day. From inside their cars, the road ahead still looked manageable, and for a moment, everything seemed fine, until it wasn't. By the time it was over, 17 vehicles and a semi-truck were tangled together in a violent chain reaction that stretched across the highway. During the chaos, 61-year-old Gustavo Villanueva Vargas stepped out of his stopped vehicle, possibly trying to help others or understand what had just happened. In the thick fog, an oncoming car struck him, throwing him roughly 30 feet to the shoulder of the road, where he died at the scene. His wife was seriously injured after falling down an embankment, and another passenger, Gloria Rodriguez, later died from her injuries days after the crash. More than 20 other people were hurt, including children, while some survivors described their cars being hit over and over again, 7 times in one case, as the collisions continued behind them. Emergency crews arrived quickly, shutting down the highway for hours as they treated the injured and worked through the wreckage, moving carefully through the fog that still refused to lift. As of February 2026, the California Highway Patrol investigation remains ongoing, with no charges filed since alcohol or drugs were not involved, and families have turned to GoFundMe pages to cover medical bills and funeral costs. Some lives were saved by quick rescue efforts that morning, but stepping out of a vehicle in near-zero visibility proved fatal for Vargas, showing how dangerous even a small decision can be in moments like this.